day when we went on. I'm like, oh my God, is that what I was like?
Hi guys, it's Friday. Welcome to Bead with me. I'm Kay, your host here at Stars Beads. For those that might be joining us for the first time, we are happy to have you. We're also excited if you happen to be in the local area. You can still stop by the store. We just asked for an appointment to let us know when you plan to come visit. Also, if you have been watching us online or if you are new to us, you can hop onto our webpage and you'll see that we have been highlighting a new virtual trunk show that we've been offering. So let's see, we were highlighting Tanessa McLean. She is a handmade lampwork artist, and you can see all of her things online. So I've got everything posted up onto YouTube, so you can see the replay, but we also have all the photos. So for those of you that don't have a good 4-hour chunk out of your day to sit and watch a replay, because there's a lot of beads introduced, but it really gives you good dimension. You can kind of hear a little bit of the background, some of the different colors and things like that. So you kind of really get a feel of what the buttons feel like. Anyway, so that trunk show got extended until May 10th. So you have until Mother's Day, so don't forget, make your mother something really nice. So, and today I thought maybe I would show you some things that could go with maybe like your grandma or your mother's old buttons. So if you guys have been following me here this week, we have called it, let's see, I guess Button Week, because this Friday, that's tonight, is going to be our sip and shop at 8 p.m. So we are excited for beautiful vintage German glass buttons. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So they're super, super beautiful. I'm going to be playing with a few of them today, and we've been playing with them all week. So if you want to kind of get a little sneak at what they are looking like, you can check back on the other feeds. But today, I thought I'd show you two components that are fairly quick and easy. You know I like wire, and you know I like quick and easy, right? So I'm gonna show you off two things today. I'm going to show you how to make an earring, an all-in-one earring with a button, as well as making a nice little decorative S-hook. You know, I love S-hooks. It's actually a style of clasp that I find they don't make enough of. And so this is a great way to make your own S-clasp, as well as giving it that unique feel to complement your necklace or bracelet. Okay, so I'm going to show you two different components today. We're going to play with a few buttons. A couple of the tools that we're going to be using here today, I thought I'd introduce them. Two of the basics, okay, those chain nose, those round nose, and definitely some flush cutters. Okay, so your three basics, okay, but we're going to show you two, or I guess three other tools. Okay, so this is going to be your looper. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but you can see that there are several different sizes of loops. Okay, I'm going to use a burr today, and then I'm also going to use a nylon jaw plier. Okay, so if you don't know what those do, we're going to show you something that you can do with them. So if you have these pliers sitting around at home, this is get them out and get them to use. All right, first thing is we need some buttons. So here's a sneak peek of what you guys will be seeing tonight. Hey Paula, how are you doing? You excited for tonight? I am. All right, let's see you guys. Are we close enough? Let's see if I can get in. Don't want to be too close here today because I gotta try to see if I can get the angle of my pliers to you guys. Maybe. All right, so this is kind of what we're going to be showing off today, okay? So making a clasp and an all-in-one earring component. I know you're going to be there. I bet you're going to love this little stash. Here's a sneak peek. You can grab that bag. Woo! That's your color. All right, that's all you get to see. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is do this earring here. Okay, so I have the other one around here somewhere. I thought. I thought they were around. Oh, there it is. All right, there was a little sneak peek here of some ones that, some buttons so you can have some fun viewing while we play here. Okay, so this is what we're making. All right, so here's our button. I've got the shank in the back. Okay, so this is obviously made with buttons with shanks, okay, for this project. So this is not the 2-hole, okay? All right, first thing we're gonna do is, I'm using just some 20 gauge wire that I grabbed. Here, I'm gonna cut off about a 1/2 foot just to be safe. I don't think I need it that long, but probably need about 4 inches, but yeah, I'm gonna cut 5 inches. Sometimes I wrap a little. Okay, so we've got 5 inches of wire here. Okay, this is where you can hold on to one of the ends here. Okay, so if you have squiggly wire, you guys, this is where the nylon jaw plier is going to come into play. So this here keeps from marking up your wire. Okay, so you can't see any plier marks. And then it also helps straighten it and hardens your wire. Okay, hardening means that it will hold its shape when you bend it. Okay, so as you work with wire, it naturally tends, will harden. Okay, so I've got a nice straight piece right now just to get started. Okay, and I'm gonna bend this with one side slightly shorter. So if you'll see here, I'm doing kind of a nice light bend here. And like I said, I have way more than enough wire. I just always like to have more because this is inexpensive wire. Okay, now I knocked everything around. Where's my button? All right. Okay, so we're gonna slide on this button here. Okay, and now I'm going to squeeze these together a little bit. Okay, so there's going to be my top. Okay, and I'm going to take this shorter piece. Okay, and I'm going to, you can see I'm going to just take this and I'm going to wrap this. Okay, and you can see that it gets hidden a little bit, you know, so, and the button is curved in so it will hide this wire, but we're gonna try to tuck it in. So I've wrapped it once around here. All right, should have held that. You know what, eyeballs are fine. Okay, so there's these nifty little ones, and because this is a glass button, we just want to be extra careful. Okay, so you want to have the right leverage, and for me, if it's moving, that's okay, just letting it move. Okay, so now I'm going to bring this around. Okay, and I'm going to have this at the top of my button right here. Okay, so we have the base. Now I'm going to bend this slightly forward, just my finger. All right, and this is where we're going to get into this looper plier here. You see this looper? Okay, I'm going to stick my plier into the largest one. Okay, so you see there's different sizes depending on what you want to make. Okay, and I'm literally going to just push this wire onto this all the way around. So I'm literally just pushing all the way until I got a nice ear hook. Okay, so now say you want a long one, you want a short one, you can decide whatever length you want. Okay, once you do that, you can clip. Okay, held it that time. Should always hold them so that you don't have pieces of wire flying into your eyes. Okay, so you kind of see where we are now. I'm going to take this flat nose here and just bend it out, flare it a little bit. Looks a little bit more finished. And then the last thing you may want to do, since we are dealing with the earring that we just cut, this is a little burr, which is a file. Okay, so we're going to file the end just a little bit so that when we poke it into our ears, it's smooth. Okay, And dun dun dun, you have yourself a quick pair of earrings made out of beautiful buttons. That looks pretty good, you guys, right? Right? Not bad. And they sit fine. You know, I know a lot of times it's really hard with buttons because they're always tilting forward. Okay, so let's see if we can see how these would look. So, because I know when we're talking buttons, right? Let's see. Here we go. Boom. Quick and easy. Hey, Suzanne. I've got visitors. I'm on Facebook Live. You got time to cruise? Okay. I've got your bag of buttons, though. All right, so there's a pair of earrings. Next up, we're going to do a little clasp, okay? All right, so next thing we need to do is I got to pick out another button. Somebody want to help me? Which one? All right, so which one do I want to use for a clasp? Here, I'm going to use this one, okay? Okay, we're going to take a nice piece of wire again. Okay, this time I do want to go ahead and take the 6 inches because I think I might have even needed longer. But this can vary in size. Okay, so we've got I got 6 inches right here. And straightening it out with that nylon jaw so it hardens it because we want it to stay fairly stiff and straightens out my wire before I get started. Okay? Alright, here comes that handy dandy cool plier again. And I'm going to make a good size loop again, so I am going to use that largest one. So we've got this, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're going to use this biggest one right now. Okay, in this case I am going to have a shorter side and a longer side. I'm trying to do this at a better angle for you guys. I don't know which way that is. Okay, so I'm going to just take it, okay, and I'm going to just push down. Okay, so you see I've almost crossed the wires here. Okay, and I'm going to bend this so that they're together, but I want them to kind of be, I don't know if you can see that. Okay, put together like this. Okay, so this is essentially what we're making. So you kind of see where I did it by hand and I squeezed that, but we want that nice little loop. Okay, that's going to be our one side. And now I'm going to string this through the button, but I'm going to put both of those strands through. So I have the long side, now I have the short side. Oh, you know what? This button didn't have a big enough hole. Okay, here, I'll use a different one. How about this one? Okay, so that's one of the things you do have to check. I want to use a slightly thicker wire. Okay, so see how that nice ring happens. Okay, so now this step here is going to be very similar to what we just did in the earrings. So I'm going to bend this short one and I'm going to go ahead and wrap it around to here. And this one I'm gonna tuck behind this other longer wire. Okay, so I need. And again, I want to be very careful because I'm using vintage glass buttons. I'm not looking to break it. Okay, so now I've got that nice long piece again. Looks like so. And again, I'm going to take that really large, it's not really large actually, comparatively. Okay, so you want to make sure that your hoop is going the right way. So I've bent it this way. So I'm going to take the wire and I'm going to push. Now the important thing when you're making this is that you use the plier, okay? So push that wire right up against the plier and keep going around. If you need to readjust, go ahead and do so. Okay, but we're going to come around until we're happy with, sorry, I can't see past my phone here. Okay, so I'm going to go past because I can open it up. Okay, and this is going to be the other side where I'm going to link in a ring, right? So when we are using S hooks, right, you would hook a ring into it. Okay, so you can hook into this side, okay, but it makes it a great component as well. And this side we're going to just, but this one I've made I guess a hook versus an S-clasp, so you can leave the other side open if you want and then wrap that other loose piece. Okay, so in this case I'm going to cut the flush side here. Okay, and you can take this little one, okay, and curl it around. Actually, I want it a little bit tinier than that, so I'm going to grab my fine nose pliers here and make myself a nice little hook. Okay, so that way then, all right, this is not the right size, but the idea is so you can hook in. I don't have a loose ring in there right now, right close by. And we have a big one in gold. Now that'll show you. Okay, so you would have a ring right here for your attachment, okay? And there, well, actually it matches. We got a two-tone. Nice little clasp and a nice pair of earrings. Nice, quick, and easy, right? We can go through a lot of buttons. I really like the earring idea, okay? Because we can sport those, and earrings are always the most popular thing that we can change out quick and easy, right? Marjorie, I used a 20 gauge on this. You could, it really is going to just depend on the hole size of your button of what you can fit 2 wires through, okay? So you'll have to test that. I used a 20 gauge. All right, guys, thanks for joining me here today, and we're going to go for another round here tonight, 8 p.m. So if you've been liking the buttons I've been showing here all week, get your dibs on them because they're vintage. There's limited numbers. I have hundreds, but there aren't a lot of duplicates, okay? So join me Facebook Live, 8 p.m. tonight. Sip and shop. So bring that wine, and we're excited to party on. Hopefully it's not going to be as long as last Friday, okay? Well, now we're pro, and I can move through things a little bit faster, so it may seem short this time, okay? All right, well, I look forward to seeing you as I get dressed back up again, and we'll see you again next week at 2 o'clock for another Bead with me, Monday through Friday. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Have a fantastic day. Looks like it should be a nice weekend, and we'll see you tonight. Have a good one. Thank you.